Sure. In fact, particularly in the CFO category, major challenges have been around data and then the reconciliation of data, right? Today, if you look at the finance function, 70% of the time is spent in just collating the data and reconciling the data. I think this is the best time for CFOs to automate the big gorilla in the room, right? Which is the reconciliation and the whole data itself. AI tools can make it really seamless from this standpoint. Once this is all addressed, then CFOs can think about problem statements around book closure side, problem statements around management reporting, AR and AP. But I would suggest just take a phased approach. Never think about automating everything in one shot. Start with data, and then post that, get into reconciliation, and then start thinking one use case after the other. So again, this is purely coming from our experience of working with a lot of enterprise and mid-market customers, right? Even if we have seen a lot of our customers grow in their top line, but we have not seen them adding a lot of people in the finance function. So productivity enhancement is clearly an outcome that we see. The second outcome that we have seen is finance teams contributing very, very actively to top line growth and profitability growth. There is obviously a lot of expectation around, is there a way to cut down the cost in the finance function, but we don't think of it that way. Productivity enhancement eventually leading to top line and profitability growth is how it's all happening as we speak. And there are clear benchmarks that companies have as a percentage of revenue, how much is the spend on finance function, right? That percentage is coming down very clearly. So that's a clear ROI, I would say, if you have to ever measure an ROI from an AI investment standpoint. So in financing, particularly today, assuming they spend about 20-25% of their time on strategic finance, that is going to change drastically. Right? Today, larger chunk which is spent in book closure and a lot of things around data and compliance side of things, that percentage in terms of time spent is going to come down drastically, and a lot of time is going to be spent on the strategic finance side, which means finance folks would always become true growth architects in a company. That is the clear trend that you would see. Like I was telling in some of the other sessions as well, more and more finance people would start becoming CEOs because of the kind of context around business insights and overall business models that finance teams have. So it's a great time for finance function to upskill and then move ahead with these technologies.